The scene opens 3 years after the apocalypse, where Hunter, a curious boy living in the quiet community of Lost Gulch Refuge in the Rocky Mountains, decides to cross the 2,400-meter altitude security line. As soon as he steps over, he encounters a Reaper, a monstrous creature seemingly bent on chasing humans. After a frantic chase, Hunter returns to the refuge, where his father, Will, scolds him, reminding him of the dangers outside and his lung problems. Hunter only wanted to find more people, but Will, in full overprotective dad mode, doesn't want to lose his son like he lost his wife. Meanwhile, scientist Nina is busy trying to create bullets that can harm the Reapers but has yet to succeed. At night, Will, tormented by memories of his wife, who died on a fatal mission with Nina, realizes Hunter's air filter is almost depleted. Desperate, he plans a trip to Boulder to get more filters despite Nina's protests, likening the idea to facing a T-Rex with a slingshot. On Hunter's birthday, Will gives his son the last mac and cheese in the community, a true gourmet feast in the apocalypse. After a coughing fit, Will decides to leave the next morning, accompanied by Katie, who insists on joining, and Nina, who relents after much persuasion. The trio crosses the security line and, after some reality show-worthy disagreements, finds a gondola leading to the mine tunnels. Of course, a Reaper shows up to ruin the trip, but after an action sequence worthy of a blockbuster, they narrowly escape. At night, in a ski resort, Nina theorizes that the Reapers aren't biological creatures but advanced machines sent to eradicate humanity. The next day, they reach the mine where Will used to work. Things don't go as planned, and they end up in the lower levels, below the safety line, where Nina's magic compass fails to function. A Reaper attacks, leading to Katie's death. Will and Nina barely escape and decide to head to Nina's old laboratory in Boulder, where she believes she can develop a weapon effective against the monsters. After a series of misadventures, including a Reaper attack at the hospital where they find oxygen filters, Nina finally creates bullets coated with a magnesium cobalt mix that make the Reapers explode like fireworks. They return to Lost Gulch, where Will reunites with Hunter, and Nina signals to other communities that they now have a weapon against the Reapers. Humanity might have a chance, after all. If I were in this situation, I definitely wouldn't cross the safety line without a solid plan and, preferably, a tank. On the other hand, I'd focus on developing an efficient communication system with other communities to share information and resources. Nina's theory about the Reapers being advanced machines adds an intriguing layer to the plot. Now, if you were in Will's shoes, would you risk leaving the safe zone to save your child, knowing the deadly dangers out there? Here's my take. Nina and Katie, now without an option to return, follow Will through the tunnels, lit only by construction helmets. After hours of eerie silence, they encounter the main tunnel blocked by a collapse. With confidence, Will decides to descend to level 7, a 1,000-yard trek beneath the dreaded line. After a scare with bats that clearly didn't get the memo about unexpected visitors, the trio descends the stairs and enters the new tunnel, hastening to avoid trouble. Suddenly, a noise interrupts their march. Despite attempting to hide their lights, a Reaper spots them. A chase ensues, with Katie throwing grenades to slow the creature. Abandoned machinery serves as obstacles, and Will fires his weapon with the effectiveness of an umbrella in a meteor storm. They find a hole in the wall and hide, but the Reaper inserts its glowing tail. Will, in a moment of brilliance, throws a flare to distract it. The light reveals an opposite exit, and after some advanced yoga-like maneuvers, they escape. Unfortunately, Katie is captured by another Reaper, leaving Will and Nina to find a ladder and exit the mine, reaching safe altitude just in time. They continue their journey, pausing only to pet a goat because, of course, priorities. At nightfall, they break into an abandoned house, dine on mac and cheese, Hunter's favorite, and discuss theories on defeating the monsters. Nina believes the Reaper scales are electrically charged and that a special bullet could cause internal combustion. Will, with skepticism worthy of a film critic, doubts her theory. The next day, they set off by truck, cross the line quickly, and reach the hospital to find filters. After a search accompanied by suspicious noises, they locate the filters on the top floor and begin a frantic escape as a Reaper destroys everything in its path. Will is caught by the monster's tail, but Nina frees him with a fire axe. She then opens a gas cylinder, creating a mist that inspires Will to explode oxygen tanks, launching the Reaper out the window. Unsure if the monster is dead or just napping, they hurry out. Will wants to return, but Nina convinces him to accompany her to the lab to finalize her magic bullets. At the lab, Nina works on chemical mixtures while Will, exploring, finds a photo revealing Nina's family past. She confesses her guilt for not being with her family on Apocalypse Day and for indirectly causing Will's wife's death. Will consoles her, saying it wasn't her fault. Nina finally tests her bullet on the Reaper's hide but fails. Discouraged, she urges Will to return to his son, but he decides to stay. While Nina continues her experiments, a Reaper approaches unnoticed. Simultaneously, Will's truck crashes, and he is pursued by a Reaper. Near the safety line, he confronts a second monster. Nina appears, firing her new bullets, which explode the Reapers in seconds. She reveals the monsters are robots programmed to exterminate humans, likely sent by aliens. Back at the refuge, Will reunites with Hunter, and Nina raises a pirate flag to announce her groundbreaking discovery. Survivors unite to mass-produce the special bullets and train for combat. Armed, they venture into the forest, exterminating Reapers to reclaim territory. One night, Will and Nina observe the sky through a telescope and notice 3 mysterious lights approaching Earth, suggesting the alien party is far from over. If it were me, upon hearing suspicious noises at the hospital, I wouldn't ignore the warning signs. Instead, I'd prepare an escape plan in advance. And upon discovering the Reaper's vulnerability to special bullets, I'd immediately organize a team for mass production and survivor training. Before leaving, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. Now, I'll see you in this video on the screen. I guarantee you'll love it.